My name is John Blackwell. I'm an ag engineer. I've done a number of projects for ACR over the years. What we're talking about today is the Happy Cedar project, which started in 2002. At that stage, I was working for CSIRO Land and Water from Griffith. I am now attached to Charles Sturt University as an adjunct professor. The Happy Cedar addressed that millions of hectares of rice straw, which is the most recalcitrant straw, difficult to handle. We want to plant a wheat crop into that within the shortest possible time, but 2 weeks is probably the minimum they were able to do it, unless they burnt the rice straw. So the world over, not only the Indo-Gangetic Plain, but all over the world, rice is burnt. I mean, many straws are burnt because it's the simplest solution. You strike a match and it's gone. But that creates huge problems, particularly in India and Pakistan, where many deaths every year are attributed to the smog that is created when you burn this damn stuff. This is true. I woke with a eureka moment, not quite as important as Archimedes perhaps, but I thought, surely someone's thought of that. So the question is, how then do you attack the rice straw with normal conventional tillage and everything? So you've really got to, first of all, chop it many times, incorporate it, and during that process, which is about 7 operations, tractor operations, they usually like to irrigate once. That slows you down a lot, but it helps the breakdown. And a minimum of 2 weeks from harvest, this is with a combine harvester, so that the straw is all left in the paddock, both standing straw and all the cut straw. Up in Australia, up to 14 tonnes per hectare. In India, probably maxes out at about 8 to 10 tonnes. This is a huge problem to get to a seed bed. But the 2 weeks are important for yield of your subsequent wheat crop. What if you presented the direct drill with a clear piece of ground, having lifted the straw temporarily? How would you do that? Well, a forage harvester literally cuts everything in front of it, lifts it and blows it into a cart. So don't have a cart, modify the harvester, the forage harvester, put a drill behind it, a direct drill behind it, you've got a Happy Cedar. The farmers in India were skeptical about this, saying, oh, no, it's silly, we've got to have a clean seedbed. In fact, that was the problem for direct drilling with the world over. Everyone thought you had to have a seedbed. Whereas, in fact, if you sow into an undisturbed soil, as long as you've treated it well to get to that stage, then it's in fact better. It saves you a lot of money, saves you a lot of time, and there is no yield penalty. That's why ACR was set up, and it has worked, because if you bring 2 scientists together, as long as they're not too egotistical, we can usually get a synergy and get something out. And that's definitely happened with the Happy. It's made a few careers in India. So I think ACR in all my ventures has helped take that next step, i.e., I have an idea, how can we take it to the people who need it? And ACR, first of all, shows us the people who need it. You look at the world of agriculture and say, well, these are problems. How do we address them?